So much for chatting to us once again. First of all, just what other leads have now been found in that getaway car that police have now impounded?
Yes, well, apparently in the getaway car, which was found close to Paris in a suburb, there were 3 Kalashnikov rifles. Those are automatic weapons, very similar to the kinds that were used to carry out that massacre in the Bataclan nightclub in Paris on Friday night. So we don't know exactly who was driving the car that made its way to the suburb, but they do believe that this car may have been connected with those attacks. We also had a meeting this morning between French President François Hollande and the former president Nicolas Sarkozy. Coming out of that meeting, Sarkozy with some very strong statements about the global situation that is affecting the situation here. Of course, ISIS is responsible for the attacks, has claimed responsibility. So Sarkozy saying that drastic changes were needed to France's security policy and saying that the whole world needed to destroy the Islamic State, ISIS, specifically saying that they're referencing the Russian airstrikes, which have begun recently. So the French government, as well as the local authorities, obviously extremely active right now in trying to investigate what's happening.
And what else, Ira, do you know, and what are the authorities saying specifically about the attacker they have managed to identify so far?
Well, the attacker is a 29-year-old Frenchman of Algerian origin. They discovered his identity through his finger, which was found after he blew himself up at the nightclub. So they've identified this man. They've also taken some members of his family into custody, 6 members apparently, including his father and his brother. Additionally, there were also 2 passports found near the scene, one an Egyptian passport and one from Syria. And that Syrian passport was used to travel through Greece on the island of Leros, so presumably coming in as a refugee. This is in the beginning of October. The holder of that passport apparently then traveled through Serbia. So they're trying to piece together how at least this one person may have entered France, as well as who the other attackers were. And of course, at least 129 people have died in these attacks, and hundreds more injured, including close to 100 of them critically. So the mood in Paris right now is a sort of a strange sense of calm in the city. People are still very afraid. It's not like the Charlie Hebdo scene where you had people coming out and demonstrating and showing that we are not afraid. There does seem to be a lot of fear going on in Paris right now because, of course, these attacks targeting regular people going out to bars and restaurants, concert goers. So the city of Paris today has started 3 days of national mourning services today at the Notre Dame Cathedral and other places around Paris. So it's a very tense atmosphere on the grounds.
All right, thank you so much. That was our correspondent there speaking to us live from Paris in France. That's Ira Spitzar.